I can hear a manatee coming gover from above. I can hear a or scumming. I can hear a manatee coming gover from above. I can hear ya, folks. Elior people. Hello everyone, in this issue I'm sharing about Jin Xian, the Beyblade opening machine from Old Iron Day. The huge three-sided box you see is almost too big to fit a screen. It was this thrilling packaging that. This titanium alloy model is priced at 2,399 yuan. So I really couldn't bring myself to buy it. This time I borrowed one from a big shop to show everyone. Once you see how the golden string is unpacked, we can see that the box itself is still regular sized. It's just that a considerable quantity is provided at the factory. Accessories used to adjust the magnitude of the magnetic force. That's why I used this huge 3-room box for the outer packaging. Let's toss the big box aside and then open the small box itself. Opening the box reveals an ID card. Nothing special, it's just a bit thick. Next, let's take a look quickly. What does the actual appearance of the money itself look like? To be honest, this exterior looks quite impressive at first glance. Nothing particularly eye-catching. I can only say that the overall exterior design is fully dedicated to the main structural feature. Pulling open the nail blade, we can see the gold-shaped Q-tail, besides the vertical blades. On each side, there are 2 lateral carapaces. From the side we can see the longitudinal opening of the armor is achieved by the middle linkage. And this connecting rod is very long. So the golden fresh armor opening blade is formed in the armor opening Euro I've played. It should be considered the longest. The side plates and the middle connecting rod also work in tandem. Once the main plate is opened, the lateral plates will also open accordingly. Alright, next let's see the real players in hand. The one lent me is a weak tooth configuration. This pairing of weak teeth. I think the old guy's training is relevant. Good, it can be opened easily and provides sufficient feedback. And playing with it doesn't require deliberate force. I really like this kind of shell opening top which you can play with unconsciously. Next, let me show you this shot in sunlight. The lighting and shadows can clearly show the state after the gold type is unboxed. Let's take a closer look at this terrifying length of armor formation. Alright. Next, let's take the inner armor back and see a noticeable change in the length of the liquid screen. After hatching, its rotational radius becomes very long. They were almost at the jaws of a tiger. Next, I'll take a look at the internal structure and unlock the lock. You can see 3 screws. After adjusting them, you can remove the upper cover plate. Let's set the top cover aside and take a look at its internal structure. We can see that at these 3 positions there are 3 pins. These 3 pins secure the leaf texture in place. Then, there are sliding grooves and lines on the upper and lower cover plates to form this opening structure. We zoom in on the camera again, and you can see a screw on the side. This is not an ordinary screw. It's a magnetically inserted screw. The mold is created by replacing the various parts inside the package. Adjust the strength of the nail opening with screws of magnetic force. Overall, as a type of armor peeling off, this growth is very distinctive. It also offers players a wide range of adjustable magnetic settings. But personally, I think overall it still doesn't exist. It breaks away from the traditional shell opening gyroscope structure. In other words, there isn't enough innovation. So as a player, although I know its processing cost is not low, but I still think the 2,399 yuan price is a bit too high. In addition, to achieve this structure, the gyroscope is made very thick overall. Although Kaijia's return is not bad, but such a heavy spinning top doesn't feel very strong, which puzzles me a bit. Also, personally, I think its size is not very large enough for EDC experts. It's very inconvenient to carry it on a daily basis. But as a desktop panel, it's not attractive enough. In short, although I want to say that flaws are not covered by bathing, Jinxian, this spinning top is quite distinctive. But as a player, after playing for a few days, I still want to say myself that I didn't buy it first at the time. It was a very correct choice. Alright, that's it for this video. See you next time.